Well, good afternoon everybody, welcome to the final turntable demonstration of the day. My name's Andy, I'm just going to tell you a couple of facts and figures about why we actually need turntables before the very glamorous Ian at the end there does the B-roll here to see and will spin us around 360 degrees, fingers crossed. Now the building that he's stood in hasn't always been the great hall of the Railway Museum. When it first opened it was a fully operational engine shed, so it looked slightly different than the building that he's stood in today. And there are actually 4 turntables in the building when it first opened. This one here has always been the largest. This is 70 foot in diameter, or 21.5 metres. A second turntable was over towards where the bullet train is today, and that now resides on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, still doing a day's work. And there were 2 much smaller turntables in the workshop and warehouse area, just towards the back of the building, which sadly today are no longer in existence. And it was in the engine shed like this that we found our first main use of turntables, and that's for storing and retrieving your engines. So you see the engines and carriages are parked around the turntable today in what we call a roundhouse formation. If we didn't park them like this, we'd have to park them all in a long straight line. And if you arrived at 7 o'clock in the morning ready for your day's work, only to find the engine you wanted to use was in the middle of said long line, you may have 4 or 5 engines to move out the way before you get your own engine, and then 4 or 5 engines to put back in the long straight line. So ultimately, you're doing an awful lot more work than you actually need to. Much simpler with the turntable. If we were like Evening Star on track 24, just on the side there, out for a day's work, we'd spin around the track 24, pull Evening Star on, spin ourselves back around the track 4 or 5, which even today, through the bottom of the car park, are connected to the East Coast main line. Very, very simple, very, very quick. Now, on the big wide world of the rails, there's a second use of turntables, and yes, it does sound fairly obvious, but it was for turning engines around at the end of their branch lines. So any engine can go forward and backwards at exactly the same speed, but the driver and fireman up here on the footplate behind me always prefer to travel forward, or chimney first. That's because when you're travelling forward, there's a nice window protecting you through the weather. Granted, you can't see very much through the window apart from the signals, but it still protects you from the weather. And all your controls are nicely laid out in front of you. If you get to the end of your line and you can't turn around, you have to go backwards, or tender first as we call it, on the way back. And this means now there is a big pile of coal blocking your view of the signals. All that weather is now hitting you directly in the face, and all your controls are also behind you. So although the engine itself doesn't have to slow down, the driver and fireman do slow down for their own comfort. Nowadays, of course, we don't have turntables, and that's because the trains have a cab at each end. So when the train pulls into the station, the driver jumps out of one cab, walks down the platform, walks down the corridor, into the cab at the other end, and away they go in the opposite direction. A lot of turntables in this country were originally what we call balanced turntables. These are where we park the engine in the middle, driver and fireman jump out, and push it around by hand. Sounds fairly difficult, but if you got it balanced properly, theoretically you could pull it around or push it around with one hand. And stopping them actually became more of an issue, as we had a lot of them outside. So therefore on a windy day, around and around and around it would go. A good excuse for an early lunch, if nothing else was. But because this was a very busy engine shed, we were fortunate enough to be installed with an electrically powered turntable, which is all the orange boxes and stuff down there, meaning to turn anything, apart from the KF7 there on track 19, which is just the 20 foot too long for our turntable, around in about a minute and a half. But never fear, if we do break down, we do have a backup system, and today that is Ian, who can handline the 102.73 recurring tonne of turntable and engine around with his own bare hands. Electricity power, we're looking at about 2 minutes. Ian power, anything up to 2 weeks, so hopefully we're not going to break down halfway. Let's give ourselves the opportunity to do so. That's more than enough from me. So the first thing we're going to do is bolt ourselves from the wall. There are a series of holes, 24 holes in fact, on the walls of the turntable, and that's because that's where we bolt in the turntable when we pull an engine on. We're now free to move, and let's find out if we do have electrical power. Which we do, so we can do the short version of this. Now I'm sure you're all in agreement, it will be the funniest thing I'd see all day, probably all month as well, if not all year, if someone's arm or leg or bag got snagged on the turntable and we saw them come all the way around with us. We don't have very good brakes. I can assure you the big pile of paperwork and waiting everybody at the end would not make it quite so amusing. So I'm going to ask people not to lean on, or particularly over, the turntable side of the barriers. Just make sure all your arms and bags and legs and kids and drafts and everything you brought with you are on your side of the barriers at all time. Make sure you don't grab hold of the turntable or anything like that as we are spinning around, as you will have to come around with us. Nobody's fallen in this side, which is always a good start. So when we're ready, Ian, please do take us away. As you can see, Ian has put the power to the turntable, and we're going to drift, well, look slightly before where we actually need to be. Now, make no bones about it, Ian is a bad driver, but what he's going to do now is demonstrate the hand winding system. So the next time we move after coming to a stop, it'll be under Ian's own power. I, of course, ladies and gents, have a difficult job. I'm going to stand and watch, and I'm also going to issue Ian with some encouragement words, such as put your back into it and get on with it. So he's just putting us into gear now. We're going to be going up to track 5, which is just over a track width away. Remember, this is about 100 tonne of turntable and engine. And it's making it look very, 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 very difficult. Very easy. And when we get to track 5, all we're going to do is put us back into place with the locating bolts, which we are just coming up to now, and we are in. I think Ian deserves a tittering of a round of applause there. Well done, Ian. If anybody does have any heavy shopping, Ian is available for the rest of the day to give you a hand with it. Any questions? Ian and myself will hang around for the next 37.5 seconds, so please do come and grab us quickly. If not, please enjoy the rest of your day and have a very pleasant weekend. Thank you. Thank you.